Hello.
Okay, today is the first lesson. Let's take a look. Okay, basically we already finished the introduction, the benefit of meditation, and about the conditions. Then we talk about the self-restraint and the adequacy of the requisite. This is our right livelihood. Okay, and then we talk about living in the leisure and quiet place. Stop out the cost of business and close to Kayana Mitata. Okay, a class if possible, please go and join the retreat after the class. Okay, yes, please go to join the retreat in order to, in order to see the effect of meditation, you need a long-term meditation. Now, the way I see is opening. I think some temple they start operating and they will conduct maybe 3 day, 1 day, 3 day, or 7 day retreat for meditation. Please go and join if you have enough foundation in this beginners course. All right, then you see, we go to the practice. Remember in the practice, for this course, we are more emphasized on samatha only. We don't do vipassana. Samatha means what? We'll do the breathing. The course, we do the meditation in the breathing. So this is meditation for beginner. One method is introduced only. I think I'm going to have an advanced meditation class, which will introduce you 40 of the meditation method and more. And let you know the vipassana in depth. But for advanced meditation course, it's still theoretical. It's still a theory course. It's not a practical course. Okay. So just to broaden your broaden your perspective. So you know you got so many options for the meditation. Okay. Then so remember the step is number 1 is the counting breath. Second is the long and the short breath, and the third is the whole breath. The fourth is the mental wish. Final is the nimitta. So from here, you will proceed to, the 5 jhana anka factor to check whether you're in the first jhana or not. And the main target will be the 4th jhana. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 jhana. So once you reach the jhana, you will try to find mastery, and then you go to shift to the vipassana. So the vipassana, I just introduced you with just terminologies only. Purification of the view, purification overcoming the doubt, purification path and non-path, something like that only. So and then this is the foundation for you in the future to do the vipassana, both for theory and the practical. All right. So this is all you learn. Then let's take a look. Where we go through is today we are about to the development of the favorable consciousness. Okay, so let's take a look. In the previous lesson, I think have we gone through this the development of favorable consciousness? Shall I start here? Can you check for me your bookmark? Shall I start here? Shall we start here? Development of favorable consciousness. Shall we start here?
Yes.
Yes, it's correct. Okay, so so we begin now, right? Yeah, Sanjay, can you please read the passage? Development of the favorable consciousness. Okay.
All right. Development of favorable consciousness. A. Bodily favorable consciousness. When the meditator is successful in samatha and vipassana, he experiences a purity of body and mind at that moment. There are some favorable consciousness developed bodily, such as dana, sila, filial piety, and salutable offering to the triple gem. B. Mentally favorable consciousness. Favorable consciousness by observation of breath. When meditator is skillful in samatha and vipassana, he managed to quiet the mind and gradually make it forward to upakara samadhi, and resulting in the feeling of disappearance of the body and mind. After 1, 2 sitting or sit for months, inner movement of energy incur during the samadhi. There are totally 8 types of sensation, which is pain, itchy, cold, warm, light, heavy, coarse, smooth, which bring joy, peace, and it is namely as development of favorable consciousness. There is another phenomenon that by observing the long and short breath, the entire pose throughout the meditator's body open up and show its emptiness. The meditator watches the 60 parts of body by mind, as if witnessing a variety of grains of the opening the warehouse, which is accompanied by feeling of joy, surprise, and peace.
Okay, thank you so much. Please copy the sentence. Please copy the remark in red and then highlight the point. Okay. Please raise hand by Zoom. Please raise hand by Zoom once you finish. Okay, thank you so much. Let's take a look at this. We talk about is the bodily favorable consciousness. Okay, class, basically, if let's say you do the meditation quite well, there will be some favorable body consciousness arise. For example, maybe before the meditation, you are quite stingy. And then you will change, become more generous in giving. Second, maybe you are not that filial piety, but after the meditation, you turns out become more filial piety and you start making more friends. If this thing happen, you need to say that there will be some favorable consciousness arise. This is a very good symptom, actually. So don't be surprised, but the people surrounding you, they might be surprised for your change. But since you do the meditation, you will trigger all the favorable consciousness to appear. If let's say you can really do very well meditation, especially if you're close to Upachara Samadhi. Upachara Samadhi meaning to say that it's a Samadhi very close to the first jhana. It turns out that the disappearance of the body and mind. Once if it happened you discovered that the body and the mind disappeared, please don't scare, don't get shocked. The reason is that this is a good symptom because once you are close to the first jhana, this thing will happen to you. Why? Because your mind is fully absorbed to the nimitta until you forget your body and your mind. So suddenly it will disappear, the whole body and the mind. So don't be surprised. Then besides, during the course of the meditation, you experience a type of the sensation. For example, you feel itchy, you feel cold, you feel hot, you will feel light, you feel heavy. Don't be surprised. And sometimes the feeling is not superficially only. It won't appear superficially. It will go to in your interior organ. Wow, you feel so itchy in the interior organ, or you feel cold, go to the deep of your organ. So don't be surprised. Why? Because you see, if let's say you meditate very well, meaning to say that your mind is start changing from the desirous realm to go to the other realm, to go to the jhana realm. But your body is still it's still in the sensual realm, you see. So the body have to change so that it can adapt to the mental state. So this is the change. So this is one of the reasons. Second is because during the meditation, you may trigger your energy. Once the energy come out, you trigger out the energy, this 8 part of the feeling will appear at the same time. So the only thing to encounter is do nothing, just endure, just go back to your breath. So you just go back to the breath, and you take times for you to just let all the things to pass through. Okay, so that is the meaning for that. Okay, so this is the consciousness we mentioned here. And then one more phenomenon will appear is regards for certain part people, they are able to see the 32 the interior organ of the body. So this is for some people, they are able to see this. Let's take a look. For certain type people, the manifestation of the interior organ will be in front of you. So you will see it through your third eye. Okay. Basically, for those who witness this, they won't be surprised. And in addition, there is a very rare case. So far, I think maybe just less than 5 people are able to see this. Well, even though you do the anapanasati, okay, but basically, it seems that we don't see any connection between the anapanasati with the interior organ. But this is one of we call it as a favorable consciousness. Okay, it is very good. So you just don't bother it so it will disappear. But you will know that you are in the right path. So no need to worry. But for some very rare case, their third eye will open accidentally. So they will see accidentally, suddenly in a good meditation state, they will see that some people cooking in the kitchen, okay, some people sleeping in the bathroom, and then some people taking shower in the bathroom also. You will see all this appear, But anyway, so just don't be surprised. Just very rare people will appear this. So meaning to say maybe in the past life, they have some experience in the psychic, or maybe in the past life maybe they are Bomo or what. So all this type of the ability will be triggered out with the deep state of the meditation. Okay. So we let you know first. But maybe after, by knowing this, you hope it will happen to you. So basically it never happened to you. If you hope for it, if you don't hope for it, maybe it will happen to you. But this is not our purpose. So we let you know so that you won't be surprised if it really happens to you. So this is what we call it as the 36th part of the body. So now we go to the distinguishing the real and the false. Okay. So you see, once the hallucination unfold during the meditation, just concentrate your breath and the hallucination will disappear itself. So this is the key point. So remember, I mentioned to you that we got 3 types of people you should try to avoid the deep meditation. Okay, because it will create trouble to your teacher. So number 1, for those schizophrenia. Second is the quite serious, the depression. The third one, you have ability to become a chump. What we call it as what? You have the ability to become a medium. So please try to avoid. For the intensive meditation, and avoid meditate in the jungle because you might be possessed if you are the third type of the people. Okay. Here I think you are all normal, right? Are you normal? You're not one of them. Okay. So please mention to me. But I think you have to report to your teacher. If you go for the 7-day retreat, especially in the jungle, you have to tell them, oh, I sometimes will see something. You have to mention to them, I see something somebody don't see one. You have to tell your teacher, or you will create trouble to your teacher. So basically, if let's say you are not this 3 type of people, you can just do the meditation, just go back to your breath, that will be fine. Wherever the hallucination appeared. Okay. All right. Then we go to the cure sickness. Okay. Please highlight the point accordingly. Just never mind. Tan, can you please read the passage? We may cure our sickness.
We may cure our sickness by knowing the cause of it. There is a variety of ways for curing by samatha and vipassana, which includes somebody suggests that concentrate the part of the sickness. Why? The mind is the king for the resultant. Wherever the king goes, the thieves will dismiss themselves. Others suggest that 1 inch from navel, namely Udana or Dantian, recovery by paying attention there. Other suggestion is no matter walk or sleep, pay attention to the food. Why? The discoordination of 4 elements cause mind outwardly agitated. The 4 elements goes in nature once mind goes downward. Others suggest that detachment towards sickness by knowing is emptiness. Our imagination activates the 4 elements. Sickness goes when mind stops. Others suggest to use imagination. Imagine fire flares out once you feel cold. Can heal the sickness.
Okay, thank you so much. Please highlight the point. So we talk about how to cure sickness through the meditation. Okay, thank you so much. This is a few ways to cure your sickness. Okay, class number 1. Okay, according to the Buddhism, if wherever you feel pain, you just put your heart there. The pain will gone. Why? The reason is basically this is our vipaka, our heart, our mind is our vipaka. They are the king. So they are the one who are able to control. To control the body and the mind. It's our heart to control it. So we need to say that if you feel pain, just put attention there. Since our mind is the king, the king will chase away the pain itself. Basically, this method actually is applicable in some Theravada meditation, especially for this tradition. We call it as a Mahasi. They are the one who applies this meditation method. So this tradition, they will do this meditation method. Wherever there's a pain, they just observe the pain. So maybe I should put this the meditation center. They are in the Myanmar. So they are the one who do this type of meditation. See or not? If you go to Myanmar or maybe in Penang, MBMC, you will notice that a lot of yogi are doing the walking meditation and eating meditation in a very slow path. They will just reduce their path very slow. Maybe just a sip of the water, they will take 5 minutes to drink, something like that. Or take half an hour to eat one meal, just make everything slow down. See, okay, basically, what are we going to apply? If let's say they feel pain, they will just observe the pain until it gone. If let's say you really feel pain in your house, please don't do the meditation, please call the ambulance. Call the ambulance. But sometimes there will be traffic jam, right? So you can't do anything, so you observe the pain. Or maybe one day you go to travel to Tibet or Nepal. All this, maybe if you go to the jungle, which is inconvenience for any medical assistant, so you can do this meditation as a replacement, or during the course of the waiting. Okay, so class, do you know what I mean? So just don't go to try this method. Let's say you feel pain, don't just observe it without going to see the doctor. No, go to see the doctor. So this is the alternative. Or maybe during the meditation, sometimes you feel like pain. So this tradition, they will encourage you to observe the pain rather than just release your leg, because they have their own way, reasons to do that. So this is number one. Second, remember we have done the standing meditation, right? So in the previous lesson, you all just standing, pay attention at your foot. So this is second method to cure the sickness. Why? According to the Chinese medication, they say some people they will get a sickness. The reason is because the flow of the blood and the energy go to the upper part of the body. So it will create the agitations in your mind. If that's the case, please observe your both of your legs, then the energy will just go down. And the blood circulation will go down, then the agitation will gone. So this is from the Chinese medication way. So second, all right. Then the third one is just to observe the dantian. Let's take a look. Where is the dantian? So class, take a look. This is the dantian. Well, I think in yoga or maybe Reiki, all this they will mention this. This exactly is the position of the chakra. This is the dantian. Let's take a look. You see, the dantian. The dantian is is quite close to the vertebra. It's not superficial of our body. Let's take a look. According to the instruction here, you see where is the dantian? Dantian is a 1 inch from the navi. Let's take a look. Now you see the navi, 1 inch from the navi. So according to the Chinese medication, 1 inch meaning to say is 2 fingers. So please place 2 fingers under your navi. All right. And now please pay attention. From this part, please go in a little bit. Check whether you can feel the dantian or not. If you're able to see the dantian, you will feel hot there. Then you can rub your hand. Please experiment now. Okay, please proceed. Anybody get? Can you get the dantian? You feel hot at this part. Liao you don't get. Yin you don't get. Dan you get it, right? Sanjay you get it. Okay, how about Eden? Do you get it? You don't get it. Okay, okay, class. How about Feng? Do you get it? The hot in the dantian. Okay, basically, if let's say you don't feel the hot, okay, what you can let's try to do tonight. Okay, once you lie down on your bed, pay attention at the part. According to the text, just pay attention, because lying is the better position to feel the dantian. I think 10 years ago, I follow how to say a broadcasting company advertising company to travel to the northern, to the Sichuan. I think I'm not prepared for the altitude sickness. Okay, so I remember we traveled about, I think 3,000 above sea level, most of the area. I'm not prepared for, I was not prepared at that time. So I keep on vomiting. I think I vomit about 7 or 8 times. If I vomit the 9 or 10 times, I'm about to die of dehydration. So luckily, after 7 hours, a few hours of traveling, so finally before the last vomit, I reached the hotel. I remember it's quite night already. I didn't take any meal. I cover myself with a blanket. I pay attention to the dantian. So I feel the heaty, then I fall into sleep. Then next day, I recover. So I know that this really helped me. So class, this pay attention with the dantian is the meditation. The school more emphasize on this is the yoga, the Qigong, yoga, Tibetan Buddhism, and also the Taoism. The dantian actually, this is where the storage of the energy. This is the place where you trigger the energy. It's just like an incinerator, So once you're able to observe it, you can feel the hot. You're able to trigger the energy, and you pump the energy throughout the whole body. Then you can, recover from the disease. Basically, the technique to trigger it out and direct the energy should be under supervision. Don't do it by yourself. By just observing that is good enough for you for recovery. Especially if in an aircon room or the sickness, you feel very cold. Sometimes the virus attack, you feel cold. So just pay attention to the dantian. It's one of the good way for you to keep yourself warm. Okay, so class, so for those Sanjay, it's just because you learn the Reiki so that you can discover the dantian easily. Am I right?
Yeah, we learn about all the 7 chakras.
Very good. So this is actually the second lowest chakra it's about the same even though the definition for dantian is very different, but it doesn't matter. So as long as you can get feel the heatiness, that will be good already. Okay, and again, if let's say you're able to discover the dantian easily, but maybe like Sanjay, you got the foundation from the Reiki, you can try to explore the meditation for the Tibetan Buddhism. Because Tibetan Buddhism, the meditation skills, they will use some foundation from the chakras. If you like that, but for rest, like Eden, you prefer Theravada meditation without involve any chakra, so you just ignore it, just go to the Theravada meditation, something like that. Okay. So for just now I mentioned the Mahasi, they also mentioned to the abdomen, the rising falling of the abdomen. Sometimes also you're able to trigger, you can feel the heat from the abdomen part. Okay, so this is something quite relevant to you. Then besides this, let's take a look. The other suggests knowing the emptiness. So this is a little bit difficult. Detached towards sickness by knowing the emptiness. Plus, this is the, imagine the 4 elements. Plus, please highlight these 4 elements. If possible, you go to join the retreat of the 4 element meditation. 4 elements, namely, 地水火风, earth, water, fire, and the air. By meditate on the 4 elements, this is one part of the vipassana. At the same time, by observing the 4 elements, you are able, you are able to, you can choose wherever you like. If let's say the weather is very cold, you're in the London, right? So you can just focus on the 5 elements to keep warm of the body. Or else, if you are, if you are in a room, if you are, if let's say you got caught in a room and without any air ventilation, you feel very hot, you pay attention to the cold of the body, then you feel release. So this is some skills, but you got to learn from the meditation skill, from the meditation retreat. Okay, so please just highlight here the 4 elements of meditation. If next time you see the advertisement, you're not sure whether the teacher is reliable or not, you can PM me. I can check for you whether the teacher is reliable or not, and then you can try the method. Okay. Anything wrong for all of you today? Huh? You all seems doesn't without any response to me. Yeah, and then Fong is sleeping. Huh? I think he's so tired. Huh? Okay, huh? So we are about to finish class. Okay. So one more thing is last skill is imagine the fire flares up once you feel cold. This is the 4 elements meditation actually. Huh? So lastly, so we finish here. We go to the fruit attainment. So fruit attainment, they are the 4 supramandate path. Okay. So this is the, how to say, purification by knowledge and the path. Okay. So purification by the knowledge and the path. Let's take a look. So this is the upper part of the pagoda. Purification by the knowledge and the vision. This is the supramandate. So this is the dream for all. This is the target for all the Buddhist meditation, for all the Buddhists. Okay. Class, do you remember where did you copy down for this or not? Do you remember? Can you check for me? Purification by knowledge and path. What pages? Can you check for me? You have copied down this sentence before. Purification by knowledge and the path. Remember in Vipassana, we got so many purification. In what page is it? Can you check for me?
13 or 14.
13 or 14. Is this correct? Okay, correct. Okay, so class, we need to say that at least you already have complete the stages. I mean, for the 7 purification. Okay, so this is your future study if you are interested in for the Vipassana. This is the unit and the feature of the Buddhism. I think one day I will put all you are in the early sharing group. Okay, please don't leave. If I introduce the class for advanced meditation, I will put advertisement there. Should I know, is there anyone interested in the advanced or meditation? The course? Can you put up a hand? 1, 2 people, 3 people, 3 people only. Fong, I thought you are sleep. I think you are sleeping. How come you respond to me? You are doing sleeping meditation. Okay, that's good. Okay, so this is the course. Yeah, Sanjay, you're not interested in the advanced for meditation?
Maybe it depends on the time, because for us it's a bit difficult. The first one is 6 a.m. and the energy class is at noon, lunchtime.
I see, I got it.
So it depends on the time.
So it's a time problem. Let's say there's some adjustment in the time, you may consider for participation, right? Yeah. Oh, I see. You got the interest, but got a time problem. Oh, I see. So meaning to say for both, now what is the early morning, right? 6 a.m.
6, yeah.
How about the 4:30 class? It's a lunchtime.
Lunchtime, yeah.
And when you
yeah, 6 a.m. is okay because now we are going into summer and it's not that cold.
Oh, I see.
But the lunchtime is sometimes we have other activities as well.
Activity lah, so I get it.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. Actually, we also got students who in Germany joining our class, you know. So the Germany student during our class is about 4:30. So he said, "Oh, this is our brunch time for brunch." He said. And then we got one student from Australia. We're joining the next session. So this session, 10, they are about 12. So meaning to say, just after the class, it's their lunch time. It's the lunch time. So meaning to say the foreign student, they have the problem that, it's quite crack that egg to adjust for the time adjustment. Okay, so I know that. Okay, so fruit attainment, we finished already. So class, take a look. This is the reference. So whatever you learn, there is a reference here. Because one day, if you go to join the retreat, you may share from other students. So some will claim that, oh, maybe your method is wrong. You can defend. You say, oh no, what I learn, whatever I learn is from what you see, the Visuddhimagga, from Abhidhamma, you see. So one day is a reference. You need to say that you can tell to the people that you learn something based on some information, which is reliable, something like that. Okay, class.